Scott, welcome back for another season. You got a game under your belt already on Saturday night against Fremantle. What did you make of that performance?
Oh, look, for us it was a lot better performance than our first round last year, obviously. We attacked very, very well, I thought. Our clearance in front of our centre forward and to create the opportunities for her to go one-on-one weren't too bad at all. And then we sort of got shut down a little bit and lost our way there. But there are some really positive signs in attack. Defence-wise, things are working there, but needs a little bit of tweaking at the moment. I thought Freo, even though they've lost one or two really good players, they've been playing together for, God, I don't know how long, a lot of years, so they have very good combination. So, yeah.
The gap between the two teams looks like it's a lot less than it was last year. Do you expect overall that your team's going to be a lot better this year?
Yeah, look, I believe so. The girls have been working really, really hard. I mean, we started putting things together back in around July this year and started moving into our general preparation phase around August, September. And we've just been slowly building from that, and the players are now doing a number more sessions of what we did last year, and also we're doing more gym sessions. So yeah, it's sort of been a controlled way of doing things with our periodisation, but moving forward, so they've certainly done the work, and so it's just a matter now of being smart when we play.
In a lot of ways, last year was a development year, I guess, for you to find out which players to stick with going forward, and also to get time into a lot of the young girls like a Maddie Rigo and a Pippa Pedley, and I guess you expect them to now take the next step again this year.
Yeah, look, for them it's progressive. They're still quite young. There's another young girl that's joined us by the name of Glenda Morgan this year, who's a very talented young girl too, and for her it's her debut year, and she actually went quite well against Fremantle the other night, as did all our team that played. Those girls, like I said, it's a progression thing, and each game they're challenged, depending on the situation that they're in, and then they have the decision to make which is right and wrong. And if it's wrong, then they have to learn from those errors. And if it's right, then even better. And at the end of the day, if it's like any invasion sport, it's a game of mistakes. The team that makes least amount of mistakes wins the game, and if we had a game where both teams made no mistakes, it would be a draw. So I suppose you could look at it that way.
You had two of your new imports here on Saturday night, Alyssa and Michelle, and both of those showed really good signs in attack, especially. Yeah,
both very, very good players for the positions that they play in. I think Alyssa holds the record for most number of exclusions at her university up in the States in one season. Mm-hmm. And Michelle was one of the captains of the Harvard team last year. Both are from Southern California. Both have really good work ethics and have been really good for our group in relation to work, balance, fun, all that sort of stuff.
Lost a little bit of experience, I guess, especially with Victoria Brown and Tess in goals, but are you confident that Claire's done a good apprenticeship where she's ready to take over, and you've got other girls that can step up to provide what BB gave you?
Yeah, look, Claire has certainly got a lot of potential, and she's learning as she moves forward, but she's getting better. Last game she played for us last year, she was quite good, although she didn't get too many. This year she's got the opportunity to really move forwards. And she's shown that. She's in the National Born 99 team, and was recently at the Stingers camp in Sydney, here in Perth, and gained a lot of experience from that too.
Now you got a road trip. You go to Sydney and you play six games in 6 days. What did you learn from that experience last year? And I mean, realistically, what do you go away and try to hope to come back with?
Probably reasonable recovery time and how we actually recover. Usually by the third game, its arms can hardly be lifted, and especially this time around, we're actually going to Newcastle for the first two. So it's a 4.5 hour flight, 5 hour flight, and then on top of that a 2.5 hour drive. Right, so they're going to be pretty spent by the time they get there, and then it's back down to Sydney for the games against Balmain and UNSW, who are quite strong and quite physical. So, from a point of view of recovery, it's really important. Unfortunately, we had a few problems last year in that Sydney road trip when we first arrived in Drummoyne. We were drug tested on the same day that we arrived, and we didn't get back until midnight, 12:30, and then had to prepare for the next day. So, and the players have been up since 4 a.m. in the morning. So, having to deal with that was a bit of a curveball, but yeah, I think this time around we're a lot better prepared, fitness-wise, than what we were last year.
Do you expect to be pretty close to full strength? Will Dana be back, and also hopefully your third imports ready for the trip too?
Yeah, don't want to give too much away, but yeah, we'll be at full strength for sure.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Okay.